I'm just a kid. I used to sing in this choir when I was younger. We had 2 different uniforms. One of them was a navy polo and khaki pants with black shoes. After one of our concerts, my family decided to check out a new sports store down the road that just opened. Our uniforms looked a lot like the employees' uniform. At the time of this story, I was 11. Car stop ice cream hold the sprinkles. EP entitled Parent NK Nice Kid, Teenager MP My Parents and #X200B. I was walking down the front row near the registers looking at some t-shirts. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see EP watching me. EP approaches and taps me on the shoulder. Excuse me, where are the soccer balls? Op, I'm sorry, I don't know. I would ask a person at the register. EP, how do you not know where the soccer stuff is? I know this place just opened, but you should really know where stuff is. It's rude to not help a customer. Op, I don't know where the soccer stuff is because I don't work here. At this point, I'm looking for my parents. I look up and notice a big picture on the wall that has a football, soccer ball, and baseball on it. Op, pointing to the picture, maybe you should try there. EP, are you stupid? Do you not think that I noticed that? I want you to show me where the soccer balls are. NK, Dad, I don't think that she works here. She looks like a kid. Op, that's because I am 1. I'm 11. EP, no you're not. You have on a uniform. I point to the logo on my polo. NK has walked away. Op, yeah, my uniform for Lady the chorus. EP, get me your manager. You should be written up. My parents have come back up to the registers. They notice the man starting to get louder. MP, Op. You okay? Why are you talking to our daughter? EP, your daughter wouldn't show me where the soccer balls are. MP, yeah, she wouldn't show you because she's 11, and she doesn't just walk off with strangers in a store. Go ask a real employee. EP, well, kids like soccer, so she should know where they are. NK comes back with a soccer ball. NK, Dad, they were under the picture that Op pointed at. EP, oh, okay. Well, that would have been over a lot sooner if you would have just shown us. Have your kid work on some customer service skills. EP and NK walk away to check out. MP and I get as far away from them as possible. Fleetwood Mac t-shirt means I work at a pub. Went to the toilet at a pub and a lady was drying her hands. Lady, do you work here? That cubicle is out of toilet paper. Me, nope. Lady, looks confused and gestures to my t-shirt, but you're wearing a Fleetwood Mac t-shirt. Lady, oh. I should have realized as I'm also wearing a band t-shirt. Anyway, that cubicle is out of toilet roll. Me, okay then. Asterisk walks into a different cubicle. Asterisk, although now I'm thinking about it, it would be a pretty cool uniform for a pub. Accosted by children at work. So I work as a vendor for big box stores. It's an easy job. I make my own schedule, I worked my own hours, and most of it is auditing and taking pictures of shelves. Easy, pays the bills, and I don't hate it. However, the amount of I don't work here stories I have is ridiculous, because I'm wearing dark clothing and a lanyard, so I obviously work everywhere. I've got a ton of them, but this one in particular is one I know a lot of you will get a kick out of. This was before COVID. It was a beautiful crisp day and I was wearing a black t-shirt, grey leather jacket, jeans, had my purse on me, sunglasses on my head, and the only thing indicating that I was even working was a purple Super Nintendo lanyard around my neck. I definitely don't look like an employee. But regardless, a man with 2 little boys who looked between 4 to 5 was glaring daggers at me. Not saying anything, just glaring. As if somehow I was going to spontaneously gain the ability to read minds. It was super creepy, but I'm not about to approach a random Kevin in the store. I go into an aisle to continue my work when his kids quite literally run up to me and grab me. One has his hands tightly wrapped around my leg and the other one has a hold of my purse. They're tugging at me and screaming, "Daddy wants to talk to you. Don't ignore Daddy," as I'm trying to pull them off of me. I feel like a zebra about to be killed by a pride of lions as the dad starts to storm down the aisle towards me. Definitely a trap. Just as I think I'm done for and my day is ruined, an employee intervened and explained that I don't work there, but she can help. I take this glorious opportunity as help from the gods and pry myself free and book it towards the entrance to take an impromptu lunch break. As I get up there though I am again captured, I turn around and the same kids have their hands on me. At this point I'm pretty pissed off and firmly tell them to go back to their dad, all the while they are still babbling and screaming at the top of their lungs the same garbage. Again, I pull myself from their grasp but they keep trying to cling to me. It gets to the point where a manager actually comes over and asked me what's going on. As I'm relaying the entire story and trying to talk over the screeching kids, I hear another very, very angry man screaming at the top of his lungs. The classic, "How dare you, who do you think you are," etc. The dad's back. Awesome. Is he mad at his two small children for running off after a complete stranger? No, of course not. He's mad at the random young lady they're accosting. Apparently he's convinced that I'm kidnapping his children, and calls the police. So now that my day really is ruined, I have to sit in customer service as the police go over the footage. The dad won't stop screaming, his kids won't stop screaming, management is defending me, and I want to sink into the floor. And of course it's serving as the best birth control of all time and giving me a massive headache as I'm certain my ears are now bleeding. After everything is said and done, I'm cut free and the dad gets charged with wasting police resources and is banned from the store because apparently he's done this before. Parenting at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Because while the dad's behavior was absolutely abysmal, the fact that he condones his children running up to perfect strangers and actually grabbing them, holding on to them, and screaming at them is beyond me. To this day I can't decide whether or not they were trained to do that, or it was a complete lack of parenting. COVID Taco Bell. Not sure if this fits because I do work at Taco Bell, but was not working that day. So a little bit of background, I'm on mobile, sorry in advance for typos and grammatical errors. I am a shift lead at my local Taco Bell. Our lobby is currently closed and has been closed for several weeks due to COVID-19. It was my day off. I was in for a lovely day of lunch with my grandfather, who I don't see all too often anymore since moving to my current town. I left my mask at home and the sushi place we were going to had a pretty generic mask policy, no big deal. My Taco Bell is about halfway between the sushi place and my house, so we stopped there so I could grab a mask. My grandfather parked in the parking lot and waited as I unlocked the door, went in, spoke with my GM for a short minute as it was lunch, grabbed a mask, and walked out. A rather irate lady stopped me outside the door demanding I let her in as I pulled the door shut behind me. She claimed her order was messed up and had to go inside to speak to the manager and knew I could let her in. I did my best to explain to her that the lobby was closed and motioned to the door. She demands again that I let her in, knowing that I had a key. Apparently she saw me walk in. I explained to her that it's policy not to allow anybody in the store as we're closed and advised her to call the store. This isn't good enough for this lady. She continues to go off on me, throwing insults left and right about how they shouldn't be hiring disrespectful teenagers. I'm a 20-year-old with a slight baby face, I can see it. I explained to her, again, that the best she can do is call the store, inform a manager about the issue, and they would either have her pull through the drive-thru, or if possible have a team member run the food out. This seemed to finally get through to her, but it still wasn't enough. She asked for my name, my title, shift lead, basically the first rung up from team member on the ladder, and informed me she was going to make sure I was fired for my attitude. Mind you, I was off of work, in plain clothes. My uniform consists of jeans, a button-up manager shirt, and black shoes. I was wearing khaki slacks, a blue blood donor t-shirt, and white slides, and had just left the store after grabbing a mask to be berated by a middle-aged woman. I think that my attitude was warranted as my ride was waiting for me 10 feet away. I said I'm sorry for the inconvenience of the closed lobby and got into my grandfather's car. I was worried as I had gotten my promotion to shift lead recently and didn't want to lose my promotion or my job over some lady in the parking lot. Roughly half an hour later I got a call from my GM in the middle of lunch. I thought to myself, oh boy, here goes. As I answered it, the sound of laughing greeted me as he told me about the lady and how she hadn't even been through the drive-thru and was trying to get free food, as he was taking orders in the drive-thru and spoke to the lady face to face, knowing he had not rung in that specific order, or seen her in the drive-thru. Conclusion. I'm sorry if this isn't a good format for this, but I read these stories from time to time and haven't exactly written anything nearly resembling formal since high school. On to my job and the currents going on. We had an employee test positive and everybody who interacted with said employee had to quarantine until their tests came back. I was not one of the lucky employees/managers who got 10 days off work. I spent every day closing with half the staff I'd normally have. Everyone's back now, all of the tests came back negative, and everything is back to normal. I'm thankful for the stressful week and a half because after the very sudden shift from being an opening manager to closing every single day, we had one other manager who wasn't being forced to get tested and I was the only one who knew how to close, and showing I could take care of tasks outside of what I'm normally asked to do. I've been notified that in a couple of months when I'm eligible for a promotion it's mine if I want it. Taco Bell has a 6-month wait period between promotions. If you're still here after reading through my poorly written experience, thank you so much for being patient with my unforeseen errors in grammar and spelling. I don't think I'll be posting here again, as I do my best to keep my server face on that I mastered when I was a waiter. But if my experience is received decently enough, I'll be sure to bring any more crazy customer stories to light.